Get trailer off my lawn! Ed! Uncle!
Eddie, stop! Oh, really? Huh? Shall we investigate? No!
But they're toes!
There, little man.
I am a monster! You torment me!
Ed, Edd, and Eddy was a childhood classic to me. The childhood classic. If you disagree, you're either too young or you have ass taste. That shit was stupid funny. And I don't mean it like it was really funny. I mean it was. But it was very stupid and very funny. I wanted those three scamming idiots to win at any cost in every damn episode, despite whatever harm might have happened to the other characters. You see, I was an evil little shit back in the day. Excluding Cold Lyoko and SpongeBob, I remember Ed, Edd, and Eddy the most to this day. Double D's OCD behavior, the pebble in Ed's boot, Eddy getting bitched around by his older brother, the fact that characters were wearing bottle caps as footwear, and oh yeah, how could I possibly forget Sarah?
Target neutralized.
Where is she? What are you doing?
Make an Eddie doll.
I'm telling Mom! Huh? Ed! You hit me and I'm gonna run!
She's worse than DW from Arthur, making Sarah the all-time most annoying character, little sibling, whatever category for being the worst at, Sarah has gotta be in there at the bottom of the barrel. She's ass. I'm talking summertime hot dog water at the end of the day in New York City kinda ass. Literally the most ass character in all of human conception. Now, let me say that there are definitely some amazing crash out moments for pretty much every character in this show, but I'm here for a good time, not a long time, as those moments are more so funny than being moments I can be an overanalyzing idiot. Besides, what do I, a grown man, look like watching hours upon hours of an early 2000s children's cartoon when I'm too busy making videos about them? Anyway, in case you're new here, because let's face it, I'm not poppin', this video series is about me talking shit about children's cartoons with an overanalyzing brain because I'm desperately in need of my weekly dopamine level spike by doing this sort of giraffe shit. So don't take me too seriously, or do. This sequence pretty much gives you a good idea about the main trio's personalities. Eddy is a goon who has no issues breaking the rules. Double D is a squeaky clean member of society who fears prison. And Ed is an all-powerful reality warping numbnut who has altruistically sacrificed all of his intelligence so that the fabric of space and time doesn't unravel in this universe. Who am I kidding? Everyone in this show is a reality warping demon depending on the damn episode.
I'm so happy you dropped in. Hope you like our dad's robes.
Alright, so hold the fuck up. The Canker sisters each have different fathers, and they're all out here living together in this trailer, presumably with their mother? Okay, I know this show is in the early 2000s, but this has to be the first cartoon to show some type of shit like this, right? I mean, 3 sisters with 3 different fathers all living together under one roof? There's so much you miss as a kid. I've seen this episode at least 6 times already growing up, and I've never paid any attention to the 3 fathers part. Even by the 80s and 90s standards, this is wild, no? Well, at least their parents are in their lives, so that's nice, I guess. Although I can't give them too much praise considering that they're all sick little fucks. The implications of cleaning up the boys while they were unconscious is a whole different bag I don't want to get into. But come on, you don't need me to tell you how to feel about that. Also, it's gotta be tough with all these people living in one small ass trailer. I mean, I'm not judging. but I'm going to continue to assume that the mother is living alongside with the three fathers. So that's what, 4 different sources of income coming in, and the best they can do is a trailer? You know, no, that wasn't nice to say, so I take that back. I don't know their condition, and maybe they're saving up to move up since they did just move in. Anyways, wait, hold the fuck up. Are those stairs I see in the background in this small ass trailer? You want me to believe that this shit has a whole second floor? No, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna buy it because there's no way. Holy shit, those were actually stairs. What the kind of interior bullshit is this? How am I supposed to fathom that there's a whole ass second floor in this tiny trailer? What pocket dimension did the Canker sisters kidnap and pull the boys through? This is kinda like figuring out where the SpongeBob's library really is. But at least there you could have assumed it was always underneath the pineapple, even though when them nematodes sucked that shit dry, there was no basement for the library to... I'm not getting into that right now. Back to these dimension jumping demons. How am I supposed to make sense of all of this? This is another cartoon where the size and scaling of things just don't make any sense. It makes you wonder if what we see as viewers is really through the characters' perception of the world around them, through their rotting brains, and not actually through their eyes. For example, Eddy here is like 3 feet off the ground, and when he falls, he leaves a Dragon Ball Z crater in his place. Either the gravity of this world is insane, or Eddy weighs a ton for his size. Maybe it's the gravity. It has to be, because that would explain why everyone in this show is so strong. Whoops, never mind. I guess baby carriages in this world are just strong as f***. Nah, I'm bullshitting y'all. There's no consistency in this show whatsoever. Okay, look at this. How the f*** was that cog hiding in that mystery meat burger? Do you know how insanely juicy a burger has to be for you to pick up a straw and drink from it? Yeah, me neither. But yet Ed is doing that shit with ease. I could mention how rancid that burger looks, but sometimes, ugly food be hitting. So I'm not going to judge them too harshly, but man, for them to be busting down that shit with no complaints, let me know that they eat a bunch of bullshit. The hell are their parents even feeding them at home for them to be salivating at this radioactive mystery meat burger? So where does the mom sleep in this bitch? She got her own bedroom as well? I mean, each father gotta have their own rooms, right? Does the mother share a room with one of them? Hey man, at this point, I'm not gonna lie, f*** this video. I'm on some trailer room theory shit right now. Honestly, if you want me to believe this tiny ass trailer has an upstairs, then this is the type of shit that's gonna run through my mind. What this show really needed to do was go full scrotum to the wall and have given each Canker sister their own room as well. And while we're at it, make their rooms as big as the damn living room downstairs. Maybe that's the whole point though. The Canker sisters come off as some rough trailer trash, but in actuality they're all really well off in their pocket dimension. The outside is a trailer, but the inside is a mansion. That's the only logical explanation here. I feel like this whole video could have been just about the Canker sisters, but that would require more episodes being watched. And yeah, I ain't got that much time. But I do wonder about things like if their mom has a favorite husband, or baby daddy, or whatever the hell. Anyway, the more I sit back and think about it, their mom was really outside wildin'. I'm guessing each sister are close in age, from about 9 months to a year. She was getting shit off. No lie, she was letting them shoot up the club. Imagine being the first or second father and right after your baby girl is born, your baby mother is already on to the next, fresh out the hospital. Am I insane or is this shit not wild? Alright man, this is getting messy right now, so I'ma move on. Mama Canker's body, so Mama Canker's choice. Right?
Hey, move it out of the way! This is the best part!
Alright, come on now, Eddie. What on God's green earth are you watching to be so damn captivated by? How are arts and craft construction paper cutout fishes on sticks really having you act up like this? The best part? You know, I remember them all eventually going to school in a later season, but this right here makes it clear why these kids in this show are mentally those aren't even real fishes by this world's standards. And while I say the characters in this show are mentally the Eds are as close to normality, maybe minus Ed, that we actually get. And I'm willing to die on this hill. Oh yeah, and because I don't want to make an hour-long video breaking down the power scaling in this show, I have the Canker sisters at the top of the list, with no one contesting them for that spot, as they are clearly cul-de-sac level threats. After them, there's a gap, and then it's a toss-up between an enraged sack of little Tasmanian devil talking about Sarah, or Ralph, and under them is Ed. I had to at least bring it up because the feats in this show are pretty wild, considering that they're all young and eating a bunch of bullshit. It also kinda makes you wonder just how strong their parents are. Cause I mean, if Ed is pulling off the bullshit that he's pulling off, you gotta imagine that his dad or even his mom are just 3 times as strong. Forget cul-de-sac level, they might be damn city level.
Hello, light. Hello, light. Hello, light.
I've been holding off on this, although this is a pretty obvious one you can ask in a bunch of cartoons, but where the hell are the parents? I can't imagine being younger and my friends pulling up when it's past my bedtime and they stay over just to f around the entire night and my parents not doing a damn thing about it. The people in this area are not mentally well. I'm not going to adventure into the later seasons because this quick video is already turning into a longer one. Alright man, screw it. I wasn't gonna do it, but because I'm having a good time, I'm gonna revisit the time the Canker sisters ran through and flipped over the cul-de-sac, all in search for their stolen ship in a bottle.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is. Every man for himself!
Mom was right. Throw him at a boat and he'll mess up the carpet. What color's your underwear?
We forgot our money.
What the heck was that? Typical. Whoever it was sure is a slob. Holy tomatoes! What number do you dial for 911? No cops! Find our bottle Canker style!
Once again I ask, where are the parents? Too busy with their foursome? They ain't hear nothing? I mean, the girls are more than capable of stopping a thief. By stopping, I mean smoking their boots. But seriously, are the parents nowhere to be found? For crying out loud, there's 4 of them. But this extends far beyond the Canker sisters' parents. I mean, if you look throughout this episode, every other household, the parents are nowhere to be found, as the Canker sisters are just coming through f***ing everything up. Like seriously, is this a school day and all the parents are at work? but for some reason all the kids decided to play hooky. Lee straight up said, "F them cops, we dishing out that canker justice ourselves," in case you didn't know what sort of thugs these girls truly were.
But Eddie, this is simple.
I said it's under control.
Okay, Luffy, enough. I'm really believing the theory that the stronger characters are able to tap into more reality warping powers. I mean, explain this scene.
A little birdie told us you have something of ours.
Oh, Lord! That ship in a bottle belongs to the tankers!
Tankers! Oh, look, sponge.
What's that? You hear it?
The boys weren't even hiding inside of the sink pipe. Actually, that would be a whole other issue. But they were only hiding right under the sink. How did Lee do that? How? Fucking reality bending demons, I tell you, that's how. Did you see how the sky changed colors when they pulled up with their sinister canker energy? Even the animals were shook like a natural disaster was coming through. It's as if they sensed their aura, like that shit was some spiritual pressure from Bleach. Alrighty though, now on to the main course. I like to think of this episode as the Breaking Cartoons Laws in Physics episode. Now, if we want to talk about power scaling Western cartoon characters, I got Popeyes at the 1, Bugs Bunny at the 2, and this episode's versions of Ed, Edd, and Eddy at the 3. The most busted characters across any medium when you want to talk about feats and who's stronger is usually going to be some reality breaking little shit, as it is one of the most overpowered abilities you can grant a character. In this episode, we witness some fourth wall breaking, and I say that because while this show and others pull off some pretty wacky shit, and the characters just never question it, this episode does a little bit of the science. At least as well as a children's cartoon can do.
Fall big, tree flat. Huh? Einstein's got nothing on this.
What a discovery!
Look at me run! Humphrey!
The pavement has adapted fabric-like qualities.
I say we take a break. This learning stuff is making me hungry. Did you see that? Can't beat him?
I don't know about you guys, but the level of cartoon physics that isn't normally ever explained, finally being exposed, is quite cathartic. These 2D ass characters realizing they are gods in their weak ass 2D world perspective is golden. The more they learn, the more self-aware they become. This is that Looney Tunes shit that I could get down with, because when you usually see this sort of wacky bullshit, it's simply done for shits and giggles. I will say though, that while this discovery the Eds make during this episode by understanding and utilizing their comprehension to bend the reality of their world to their whim, they never go back to it. At least not nearly as hard as they did this episode. Sure, they can still pull off some insane in-world reality warping type of bullshit, but not nearly as often or as close as they did in this episode. I mean, except for Ed, but he's a completely different case from Eddy and Double D, as he is a stronger character and has an easier time tapping into this reality warping bullshit. But regardless, are they stupid, or did they just simply forget that their godlike abilities existed? Pretty convenient if you ask me, but y'all are the GOATs, so I'ma just let it slide. Unfortunately.
This is fun! Hello!
Big Ed, scrub my feet!
All of the Canker sisters casually taking a bath together. Yeah, because they're so damn poor they have to save water. Never mind their big ass mansion inside the trailer. But you know what? Surprisingly, this is the most normal thing to happen this episode. I mean, look at the Canker sisters. Look at them. They're not even stunned or lost for words. They react as if this is some normal bullshit for them. Like it's a daily occurrence. And you know why? Because this is the type of shit they do on the daily. This is some mundane giraffe shit that they're used to.
What the? Woohoo!
Fate has dealt a cruel hand. Darn it.
Through.
Ed! Wait till I tell Mom what you did to Jimmy!
What a shame. Gotta go? So soon?
Ed, you blockhead!
Okay, first off, fuck you, Sarah. Secondly, what are the odds that Jimmy's no outline having ass slam all the way over to Ed's home? And at that speed? Wait, not doing that this time around. I'm not doing this. But what are the odds?
Everything's broken! Fix it now!
Shut your mouth, Sarah. Or better yet, get rid of it. I love taking things apart. Get her off, Double D!
Not a chance.
Sarah!
If only this gag would have carried over to the rest of the series, she'd still be the most annoying character. But at least we wouldn't have to hear her.
My notes! Ow, my butt! Get off it!
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Baby sister! Take your mouth off again!
Big Ed has lost his marbles?
It's stuck!
Right, that's what happened. It was all in their heads. I mean, of course, silly me, ha 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 ha. How else could the Eds have pulled off such feats? And f*** outta here. We got imaginary friends making people eat themselves and turn into damn basketballs. And you're telling me the discoveries the Eds were making was all in their heads? You know, I wanna be mad, but this goes back to what I was saying earlier about how these characters are so f***ed in the head that what they see isn't actually what's going on. This show might really be about unwell kids who are all strapped down in their beds in the psych ward and are all imagining episodes in their minds as if they were still back in the cul-de-sac. I mean, this would make Johnny the most self-aware character in this show, and arguably one with the strongest mental fortitude. Okay, clearly that last part is pretty stupid. I mean, Johnny's parents have probably never sat him down and told him that Santa Claus isn't real, the tooth fairy is made up. But you know what? Given how crazy the world is today, having an imagination so damn strong they are able to make a best friend out of a piece of wood isn't so bad. I mean, his parents aren't around just like everyone else's, so if he has no one to talk to, he'll rarely go insane.